Okay. All right. Sooner or later, I'm going to have to go behind this door, so I might as well do it now. I'm right-handed, so I'm going from right to left. And I'm just going to get as close to the door as I can, the hinges, maybe a little bit further, so then I can open the door back up here. I think there's enough light here. I think you can see this. Okay. Get my sponges at the ready. Figure out which one is which. Spray a little bit of cleaner on here. And this floor, this section of floor, I just cleaned it again today, so it's still, the stain is, the residue, I keep calling it stain, and I don't want to confuse you. If this was real stain, I would have put the stain on, I think, differently with the Hudson sprayer, but you know, it says you can do it with the sponge. So if I did it with the sponge, I would do it the same way, put it on, and get one sponge just soaked, okay? And then I would come back with another sponge, just like I'm doing now. And then figure out, okay, what look am I trying to achieve? Is this what I want? If not, I want to go a little bit lighter. And see, remember, the owner wants this lighter, and so I'm going to try to get that as light as I can with that sponge. Now I'm going to go with my sponge that's fairly new. See how much lighter I can go with that? And now I can blend it all in, because it's pretty dry on the floor. See there? You can't see any blend marks, can you? Hardly. There, like that. Okay? There's one there. I just did. Gonzo. There. Okay? That's how I'm doing this entire floor. That same little bit, just like that. Now that's plenty far out from the door, so when I open the door, I can lean it up against that wall. But since I'm here, I'm going to go a little bit further here. And see, you can see I've got a little bit on the base. But like I said, once this dries, like tomorrow, or even the next day, before I seal it, I'll come back in here and then I'll be able to walk on this. I'll probably still bring my knee pad down and be careful on it. And then I can clean that off. And then when the spray gets on the floor, I'm just going to let it set and it will dry by itself. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. And I think it's going to work out fine. I tried cleaning it off right now. It just doesn't seem to work very good. And if this was actual stain, some of it is called dye. You know, the stain. It's a dye, and you might have to test a little piece of your base, you know, put it on there and see how hard it's going to be to clean it off. Last thing you want is to think you can clean it off later and find out it's going to be real pain in the rear to get it off, you know. I guess what you could do is you could get you could put masking tape up there and have tape up there right now, you know? Yeah, you could. You see, I'm struggling this time to get it, because see, this was the new sponge, and it's already picking up a lot. It's making it a little bit harder this time. And so I'm going to have to dip into those sponges again. I guess I'm glad I had them after all. Flip this around and see what I can do about this. Man. Let's go lighter if I can. Nice easy touch to here. Now I can flop this back and forth this way like a paintbrush. So I can probably use this sponge for a little bit longer. Okay. See this? you just can't get this stuff out. Okay, now I'm gonna push this door back open. I'm trying to be careful. Every time I touch anything, it gets all over the place. Okay. Okay, see now I don't have to mess with that door anymore. I got plenty of light in here. And I can just start from right there. This first line, I'll probably go from right to left, right there, go this way. And then I'll start out here, right to left, you know, to here, and I'll just keep backing up, and right out the door. Okay? Have yourself a game plan. Would you look at that? My battery is still going. I'm going to show you a little bit more. I've gotten into a fourth sponge here. And it's just a process. You don't even really have to do your cleaner, but I'm just going to spray a little bit on there. Okay. And I just have to remember which is which here. This is the thickest, then this one, then this one. Okay. Just go out as far as I can reach and have it comfortable to me. Okay, I know I can't really get up anymore. If I saw any imperfections, if I got my construction light on and if there was any nibs or little loose bits, I can take my putty knife to it. Now you can see I'm taking off a little bit more. You can't really wipe. You can rinse these out, these sponges out to a certain extent. Okay, you got a clean bucket of water or whatever. But I've only got this one last room to go. And so I've dipped into my fourth sponge. Here's my fourth one. And that's going to help me blend it in around the edges and just kind of get any imperfections. See, like that line up there, that's gone now. And that's just how the floor is going to look. There's imperfections in the floor, but overall, the entire floor pretty much looks the same. Okay? I just kind of have to watch where I go to blend in as I'm going out to the door. And I just rub a little bit harder and get a little bit more stain off. You know, in certain areas. This is looking really good. Now see, this time I might not need that brand new sponge if I can feel I can blend with this last little bit. Okay, for some reason that seems to be good, doesn't it? Okay, have at it. I'll show you the end product when I get done. I have just a little bit left here to do by the door, and I'll blend it in just like that out into the hallway. Important right out at the hallway and the door that you get that blended in. I'll show you that in a minute.